So Cantata 199 is very dear to my heart because I heard it a long time ago for the first time when I was a student and fell completely in love with it then. And so it's a real delight to perform it with these really special musicians today. And I don't quite know what it is, it's just such a devastating text. The text, Mein Herze Schwimmt im Blut, my heart swims in blood, because I've done this terrible thing and I can't undo it, and I need to be reconciled with God and I don't know how to do that. And how can I face God when even the angels hide their faces from him? So it's this desperation of the sinner. And I think one of my favourite moments is after all this sorrowful lamenting, at the end of the second recitative, there's a glimmer of hope when I feel like God opens the door just a little crack. And he says, maybe I'll forgive you, just show me what you're made of and show me how deeply and truly you really repent, and we'll see. And that leads to my favourite Bach aria, I think, of all time, which is Tief gebückt und voller Reue, which is just stunning. Deeply bowing and full of regret, I stand before you, Lord. And it's such a magical aria. I think for so many reasons. It's the first time Bach uses the major tonality in the cantata, so it lifts the whole thing and changes the direction of the journey, because finally there's this ray of hope that maybe the sinner will be forgiven. And the instrumental colour at that point is just incredible. As soon as they start, it's like a blanket of comfort being wrapped around you. It's so comforting, and I really feel my heart opening up at that point. I really physically feel it. I absolutely adore singing that aria. It's just so uplifting, and I think it's just the magic of Bach. In this piece, I find it less of a technical struggle. I find it's more an emotional struggle, keeping completely engaged emotionally 100% at every moment in the text. As soon as you let that concentration go, even for a second, the meaning just disappears. So it's not a hugely technically demanding cantata, this one. Many of them are, but this isn't. It's more emotional and staying engaged. And so for me, it's really powerful singing this stuff. And somebody said, Rene Jacobs said that singing Bach is like an exercise in humility. And it really feels like that for me. I feel quite sort of exhausted but cleansed after singing a piece like this. It's almost as if I've done the repenting and been forgiven by God. It's even more powerful perhaps performing it than listening to it in some ways, and it's such a moving piece. I sort of challenge any listener not to be moved by it. It's just glorious Bach at its best.